Hello everyone, let me introduce myself to you. I am Prerna from Triply Department in SRIT College and my topic is Compiler versus Interpreter. Topic name Compiler versus Interpreter. Compiler. What is a compiler? The compiler is a translator that converts source code into mission code before execution. It scans the entire program at once. After full compilation, it displays the errors. Next, what is an interpreter? The interpreter is a program that translates a program language into comprehensible language. It translates code line by line during runtime. Errors are shown one line at a time. Next, role of a compiler for converting the program written in a source code into mission language so that the computers can easily understand. The compilers produces an output exe dot that can be executed independently of the source program. Next, the computer generates an intermediate mission code. Next, role of an interpreter. The simple role of an interpreter is to translate the material into a target language. An interpreter works line by line on a code. The interpreter does not produce any output program. Therefore, the execution requires a simple program every time. Next, the interpreter never produces any intermediate mission code. Next, advantages of compiler. Compiled code runs faster in comparison to interpreted code. Compilers help improve in the security of applications. Compilers give debugging tools which help in fixing errors easily. Next, advantages of interpreter. Programs written in an interpreted language are easier to debug. Interpreters allow the management of memory automatically, which reduces memory error risks. The interpreted language is more flexible than a compiled language. Next, disadvantages of compiler. The compiler can catch only syntax errors. Compiler can take more time in the case of bulky code. Disadvantages of interpreter. The interpreter can only the corresponding interpreted program. Interpreted code runs slower in comparing to compiled code. Next, workflow of compiler. Source code level language to compiler object code mission language. Workflow of interpreter. Source code to compiler, compiler to bytecode, and bytecode to virtual mission to library code modulars and running code. Next, key differences table. Feature, compiler, and interpreter. Feature, translator. In translator, the compiler compiles entire program at once, but in interpreter, it translates line by line. Error detection. After compilation in compiler, line by line in interpreter. Execution speed. Faster execution in compiler, slower execution in interpreter. Next, file output. The file output in mission language in compiler is mission code or exe. In interpreter, there is no executable file. Source code usage. Not need after compiling in compiler, needed every time in interpreter. Typical language. Examples C, C++, C++, Java in compiler, and in interpreter Python, Ruby, etc. are, are examples for interpreter. Next, examples and uses. In compiler C and Java. For C, usage is CGG, and for Java is used in JAVAC. Interpreters Python C Python is used, Ruby, and etc. Conclusion: both have distinct roles and suit different project requirements. Thank you all.